When Chris first went public with his feelings for a mystery girl, which please raise your hand if you knew who the mystery girl was. Yes, wasn't very good at hiding that. I remember being excited for him. He was committed to see this through, even if rejection was the outcome. Which,
wow.
Yeah, absolutely. He got back in the game. It wasn't until a couple weeks later when Lydia came over to the house and first laid eyes on Chris's living space, something we finally called the Shrek room. I think everybody knows the Shrek room here.
I don't think my parents know about the Shrek
We
room.
know about it, we just never have not
It's
seen
a
it.
better
Probably
way.
There's
It's better that way.
pictures.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we've actually photographed
Seen
together.
pictures.
Right then and there, I knew it was special because you came back after seeing the Shrek room. You met Sean Geist and myself, and I think Sam was over there, and I knew it was special. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this, and I'm excited to be here on this day. So I'll be the first to say that I am not a wise sage on marriage. We're about to celebrate 2 years, but it was the best decision I ever made. You two have been through a lot together over the past several years, whether it be job changes, tackling the challenges of working together, and traveling together, or move away from friends and family. Take comfort in knowing that you've already been through a lot together, and love and marriage is not rocket science. See the act... Rock science. See the act of marriage doesn't happen right here and right now just because we're all joined together to celebrate your future life together. The real act of marriage takes place in the heart, not the altar or a church or a ballroom. It's a choice you make before your wedding day, on your wedding day, and over again that is reflected in the way you treat each other. There'll be times that you don't like each other,
I've always liked you.
but you always need to love each other. Be empathetic to each other, understand that we're all in this together. Before we start with the statement of commitment, Chris and Lydia would like for all of you to hold their rings for a brief moment while you send some positive energy and thoughts to them and their marriage.
Please positive.
He's almost got some
Sam,
sanity here.
Every second.
You got work to do. Here.
I'm glad we are.
I think I'm lucky I didn't chase you off then. But today marks the end to the long road to locking you down for good.
Pause for effect.
Pause for effect. I hope you still find me funny in 20 years. You know what lengths I would travel for you, and there are no bounds to the sacrifices I would make for you. You and I strive daily in the perfection of our communication and compromise. And we have enough grace with ourselves to know it can be a messy art. I remain committed to this with you for the rest of my life. Our childlike play keeps us curious and ever longing for discovery. And just like children, we'll have our stumbles. I remain committed to this endeavor with you and will remain by your side to hold you through, to help you through, not hold you through. Maybe to hold you through too,
You do both.
as you do for me. With that, I will always seek to be a better me. To be strong, smart, and swift, all while preserving the tenderness that I need to have. To always be honest, but not an ass. Although I can't promise I won't mess that up from time to time. Ultimately, I remain committed to yours and others' feedback and approach our pursuit with an open mind and heart. You and I have built ideas and a life that betters us and others. Believe that. It doesn't mean we won't balk or fail, but we will succeed in our persistence of that pursuit. I know all of this with the fiber of my being, Lydia, and I love you. What do you say? Want to do this thing?
Lydia, do you have a statement of commitment?
I do.
I'm gonna hold this. I have tissues for you.
I'll probably need them. As a little girl, I was a bit fearless. You might be surprised to know I was a lover of haunted houses and scary TV. I was always trying to climb just a little bit higher in the tree, go a little bit faster on my bike. Even then, it wasn't just enough to do. I wanted the hard thing. Can I have a tissue? The thrill, the adventure, the challenge. I grew up. The real world dimmed the fiery little girl with lessons of failure and rejection. Eventually I got scared to try, and then I just got scared. Chris, the year I met you was the year I penned to myself in a journal asking, is this the year I stop being afraid? It had been a long time since the days of a child living outside the lines. I hardly remembered her, but I wanted to. When we started our adventure together, I was afraid of slippery rocks on the river. I was afraid of putting myself out there, and I was afraid of falling in love. 5 years later, I am more like that little girl climbing too high in the trees than I am the young woman who was a bit too careful and cautious. You have loved me, pursued me, chosen me, and challenged me. You have offered kind patience, necessary honesty, and above all, fierce loyalty to my spirit. Perhaps neither of us could have ever known that coming together could make us whole again. Our life has been an adventure since the day we met. I dedicate my moments to continuing to chase that with you, to choose color, character, and authenticity over comfort and safety. I promise to keep us young at heart. I promise to find the best branches for the grandest view, no matter how high. And I swear to stand down fear with you, swallow it, and spit it out as laughter. We once counted our years together on our fingers, and I asked, what happens if we run out of fingers? And you said, you never missed a beat. Then we'll move on to toes, you replied, with absolute resolve. There will never be enough.
Good job, guys. Chris and Lydia have chosen wooden rings as a reminder of their commitment to one another. Wooden rings are fitting for them and for their marriage as the trees they've been fashioned from were patient in growth and resilient to bend with the seasons and continue to grow. May I have the rings, please? Chris, repeat after me.
They put it all the way on too.
You can do it right. And then when you finish, focus. Go ahead, place it. Okay. I choose you, Lydia,
I choose you, Lydia,
to be my wife as my friend,
to be my wife as my friend,
partner in love.
partner in love.
On this day and with this ring,
On this day and with this ring,
I affirm this relationship we have cherished.
I affirm this relationship we have cherished.
Looking to the future
Looking to the future
and to keep and strengthen it.
and to keep and strengthen it.
I will be yours in plenty and in want,
I will be yours in plenty and in want,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in failure and in triumph.
in failure and in triumph.
Together we will dream
Together we will dream
and live as one while respecting one another.
and live as one while respecting one another.
Yes. We will stumble but restore each other.
We will stumble but restore each other.
We will choose honesty,
We will choose honesty,
communication,
communication,
joy, and adventure.
joy, and adventure.
We will seek the present.
We will seek the present.
I will cherish,
I will cherish,
comfort,
comfort,
and encourage you.
and encourage you.
Be open with you
Be open with you
and choose you
and choose you
as long as I shall live.
as long as I shall live.
That's it. Lydia, repeat after me. I choose you, Chris,
I choose you, Chris,
to be my husband as my friend,
to be my husband as my friend,
partner, and love.
partner, and love.
On this day and with this ring,
On this day and with this ring,
I affirm this relationship we have cherished,
I affirm this relationship we have cherished,
looking to the future and to keep and strengthen it.
looking to the future and to keep and strengthen it.
I will be yours in plenty and in want,
I will be yours in plenty and in want,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in failure and in triumph.
in failure and in triumph.
Together we will dream
Together we will dream
and live as one
and live as one,
while respecting one another.
while respecting one another.
We will stumble but restore each other.
We will stumble but restore each other.
We will choose honesty,
We will choose honesty,
communication,
communication,
joy, and adventure.
joy, and adventure.
We will seek the present.
We will seek the present.
I will cherish,
I will cherish,
comfort,
comfort,
and encourage you.
and encourage you.
Be open with you
Be open with you.
and choose you
And choose you
as long as I shall live.
as long as I shall live.
Not getting it over that knuckle.
Big burly knuckles. We leave you with a closing thought I've heard many times before. May the road rise to meet you and the wind always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your fields. Until we meet again, my friends, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Chris and Lydia, by the power vested in me and so many others, I now pronounce you man and wife. You make this the bride. Wait, hang on, it's not over. I always want to say this. Folks, it is my honor to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Wing.
Yeah.
Yay!